Kedarnath, Tunganath, Rudranath, Madmaheshwar and Kalpeshwar are the 5 sacred places of worship that are known as Pancha Kedar shrines. The legend says that the Pandavas built these 5 sacrosanct abodes of Lord Sri Parameshwara. After the great war at Kurukshetra, the Pandavas were advised by the sage Vyasa to do penance and appease Lord Shiva in order to earn redemption for the sins of Gotrahatya, that is, slaying their own kith and kin in the war. The Pandavas reached Himalayas to do penance, but the great Lord Shiva wanted to test them and so took the form of a huge bull and appeared in front of them for a while, but quickly fled away. Pandavas also ran after in search of the bull, and they saw the bull sinking into the earth at Kedarnath. Before its total disappearance, Bhima quickly caught hold of the hump of the bull and it remained on earth. The other parts of the bull appeared on different spots on the Himalayas, and they are known as Panchakedar shrines. Face appeared in Rudranath, navel appeared in Madmaheshwar, shoulders and hands in Tunganath, and the golden mats of hair appeared in Kalpeshwar. Lord Sri Parameshwara was pleased at the determination of the Pandavas and blessed them. Absolved from the sins of their war massacres, the Pandavas built temples at these 5 spots. Thus, Madmaheshwar or Madhyamaheshwar is the sacred spot where the Lord gave darshan to the Pandavas in the form of navel. The great Lord of the universe, who redeems the sins of the downfallen by his immeasurable compassion, reflects in our mind as a great mass of radiance in incessant tranquility. How spiritually fulfilling is this whole place! The lovely expanse of land shines as if a massive green carpet has been spread all across. So lovely, majestic and benignly peaceful is this entire arena. The warmth and temperature that was there before was gradually paving way for coldness. This is the guest house of the temple committee where we could get accommodation. This perennial water stream flowing from the Gomukh is used exclusively for the ablutions of the Mahalinga at the inner sanctum of Madmaheshwara temple. It is believed to contain great medicinal value. The pagoda of this temple is built in the same architectural style of the temple towers of Kedarnath and Tunganath. The gopuram, built in rock stone, is overlaid by a wooden canopy that has 4 awning windows on each side. The temple closes by the end of October every year and opens only by April of the next year. The temple precinct and the entire stretch of surroundings get enshrouded in snow, and none stays here during this period. We can see 2 small shrines, one for the Ardhanarishwara and the other for Mother Gauri Devi on the backyard of the main temple. The Madmaheshwar temple is located in the midst of a wide valley of meadows surrounded by tall mountains. When we ascend through a steep trek of about 2 kilometers from here, a sacred realm known as Buda Madmaheshwar is reached. And here starts the trek. The stony trail gradually disappears as we climb up. Down below at the grassy basin, we can see the Madmaheshwar temple gradually reducing in size as we climb higher and higher. The smoky white fog is slowly enshrouding the mountain tops around. This is a frequent phenomena in the Himalayas, that the fog on the spur of a moment enfolds all the places like a blanket and swiftly unmasks too. The walkway has almost disappeared now. We can see the slowly advancing cloud of mist cuddling the meadows. This is a beautiful even plain of grassland like the spacious courtyard of nature. Suddenly, from inside the white curtain of a fog, a flock of sheep descends with carefree buoyancy. In the backdrop of fog and dark clouds, the bare and humble abode of Madmaheshwara, known as Buda Madmaheshwar, is becoming visible. Behold, in this small shelter is enshrined Lord Sri Madmaheshwara in his linga form. It looks like that even the coarse walls on the three sides with stones piled together were built by someone recently. The Lord who supports the entire universe has no roof above. There is not a drop of water for anointment in the water pot above. Nature showers water with great devotion for his ablutions. Without being bothered by floral offerings, elaborate pujas, abhishekas, naivedyas, sounds of drums and cymbals, and the scores of griefs, grouses, and appeals of the devotees, the great Lord is deeply immersed in solitary contemplation. The Lord, who is the supreme and eternal reality, who is nothing but pure infinite consciousness, who is the substratum on which this world arises, stays, and dissolves away, who is the absolute witness of all actions taking place in this great cosmos, who is the source of bliss and consciousness for all the living beings, the great Lord Sri Parameshwara, who is the unsullied Brahman, is profoundly absorbed in his own infinite cosmic self. On account of his deeply penetrating tapas, the Lord is in the form of an aged and elderly ascetic and is known as Madmaheshwara. In this very ancient linga form, one can visualize in the inner eyes that detached and venerable obsoleteness. There is an unabridged, stupefying silence, thoroughly pervaded in this courtyard of the Lord of Immaculate Quietude. Sitting in front of this sacred idol, one can feel that extraordinary and supra-mundane peace percolating inside the heart. The thoughts subside and the mind smoothly slides into a transcending experience. The small pools of rainwater around gives a beatific sight. Once that mount seen in the far is ascended, one will be blessed with the sight of the salient and mighty ice-clad peaks of Himalayas. But now that beautiful scene is cloaked in the opaque fog that is recklessly moving hither and thither. We have to wait till that shroud gets removed. Like a carpet of light green wool, these blemishless meadows smile at us. All that are divinely auspicious and genuinely splendorous are nothing but the reflection of that infinite grace of the Creator. By the power of the wind, the fog discards its stubbornness and gradually withdraws. Excitement swells in mind as the sun also has come out of the clutches of dark clouds. As the curtain of fog and the clouds get lifted, a grand scene awaits in front of our eyes. The imperial peaks of the mighty Himalayas are gorgeously presenting themselves in a grand row. That peak that is adorned with crown of white clouds is the Kedar Parvata, which has a height of 22,400 feet. Next is the Mandani peak, which has an altitude of 20,300 feet. The Right Royal Chaukhamba is the next peak, having a height of 23,400 feet. Next is the Panpathia glaciers at an altitude of 17,300 feet. Panchauli summit at a height of 20,800 feet is seen next, and the imposing Trishul Parvat is behind on the right side. Surrounded by the exuberant silvery luster of these lofty peaks on all the sides, this emerald green grassland shines with a magical charm. These ice-crowned regal peaks, standing in an endless row, are staring at us, the tiny creatures, with great compassion. When compared to the heights of these sky-piercing peaks, we, standing even at a height of above 11,000 feet, are as if in some subterranean depths. They shine like great boulders of sparkling diamond, flashing white beams in the silvery sunlight. They appear like standing in a procession in the great gallery of this universe and praising the greatness of the Creator. The words and imaginations are inadequate to describe this awe-inspiring vision that bestows immense pleasure to the eyes and peace to the inner self. These ancient saintly summits, wearing wet white clothes of snow, appear like sitting in deep meditation and showering devotion and piety in our hearts. This is the mighty Chaukhamba. The four incredible peaks are the speciality of this mountain. With a classic dignity, it shines in sublime stillness. As the time for Arati to Madmaheshwara was nearing, we quickly descended. The priests belonging to the Jangama sect of Veerashaiva clan of Karnataka do the pujas here in this temple also. They keep rotating in their duties at Kedarnath, Ukhimat and Madmaheshwar. Sri Gangadhara Linga is the pujari here in this temple now. The evening arati is done by him elaborately with immense dedication and devotion. It is understood that even when there are no visitors to the temple, the solemnity, grandeur and earnestness are never diluted in the morning puja with Abhisheka and the evening arati. The Mahalinga of Sri Madmaheshwara has been grandly decorated for the arati with many lamps, sparkling ornaments and silver arcs and outfits. For the floral adornment of the Lord, only the rare and lofty Brahmakamalam flowers are used. These precious flowers grow at a height of above 14,000 feet in some specific spots of Himalayas. These speckless white flowers are plucked and brought by the hill tribes, the priest told us. The Lord is known in two names here. Since the Lord is in a self-absorbed, intoxicated state, he is known as Madmaheshwara or Madmaheshwar. And since his navel, the central part of his body, appeared here, he is also known as Madhyamaheshwara. In this pleasant morning, when there is perfect peace and serenity prevailing throughout, this land of penance communicates in its silent language the Upanishadic message, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. There is nothing to gain more.
പ്രാലേയാദ്രേരുപരി സതതം ഭാസമാനാസമാനം കാരുണ്യാംഭോധരവരമഹം വിശ്വകല്യാണമാത്രം സ്വാത്മാനന്ദസ്ഫുടമധുമധാമോദമദ്വൈതവേദം വന്ദേ വന്ദ്യം ചിരശിവമുദേ മധ്യമാഹേശ്വരാര്യം. യപൂർവം ശ്രീകരവരവൃഷാകാരമാപാദ്യ തസ്മിൻ നാഭിദ്യുത്യാനയദനുപമാൻ പാണ്ഡവാൻ സംപരീക്ഷ്യ സ്വാത്മാനന്ദസ്ഫുടമധുമധാമോദമദ്വൈതവേദം വന്ദേ വന്ദ്യം ചിരശിവമുദേ മധ്യമാഹേശ്വരം തം. ക്രോഢേ സ്തംഭദ്വിതയയുഗളെ ഐമനാദ്രേ ശിരോഗ്രേ ശാന്തേ സ്നിഗ്ധേ ഹരിതനുപമേ സ്വാലയേ കേളിലോലം സ്വാത്മാനന്ദസ്ഫുടമധുമധാമോദമദ്വൈതവേദം വന്ദേ വന്ദ്യം ചിരശിവമുദേ മധ്യമാഹേശ്വരാര്യം. പാണ്ഡോപുത്രാൻ നിജപദനതാൻ ഗോത്രഹത്യാവിഷണ്ണാൻ യോപാത്താപാത് സ ഭവതു മമാപ്യേന സാംഹാനയേതം സ്വാത്മാനന്ദസ്ഫുടമധുമധാമോദമദ്വൈതവേദം വന്ദേ വന്ദ്യം ചിരശിവമുദേ മധ്യമാഹേശ്വരാര്യം. കേദാരാത്രിം ഹിമശിഖരിണം നീലകണ്ഠം ത്രിശൂലം ദുർഗാകാരാൻ കില വിരചയൻ ധ്യാനലീനഃ പരേശഃ സ്വാത്മാനന്ദസ്ഫുടമധുമധാമോദമദ്വൈതവേദോ വന്ദ്യോ ദദ്യാചിരശിവമുദം മധ്യമാഹേശ്വരോ മേ മധ്യമാഹേശ്വരോ मध्यमाहेश्वरो मे मध्यमाहेश्वरो मे मध्यमाहेश्वरो